You still want to hurt someone on the table? Whoever pushed the pram down the stairs last night, could you do it again?
Spirits of 30 East Drive, we're going to ask you yes and no questions. We need to know the direction for the answer to yes.
Sunt nei caliqui monacorum spiritus.
Any spirits here at East Drive?
Hi guys, Beardo here, and I'm back at 30 East Drive, and tonight I'm out with a different team, and they are JDH Spooks Paranormal. Now, I've never worked with a team like this before, because they do a lot of old school methods, but they've got a lot of new school tech as well. We've been here a few hours and just chatting, eating and getting to know each other. A lot of fun. They've got a CCTV system, and what's going to be very different for me is one of the ladies, we'll get her on camera in a second, the sort of pendulums, Ouija boards, spirit boards, talking boards, and there's a few sort of these older school gadgets about. So she's going to talk me through what she does, what her beliefs are and what they do there. And one of the guys then, I'm going to go around, is going to talk me through the equipment they've got, the CCTV system, things like that. So very different. Now obviously I'm out as a guest of this team, so what I've said to them is I want to investigate your way. You guys do what you normally do, and I'll get involved where I want to, and I'll just, you know, film some of it. Even if I don't believe in all of the methods, it's different for me, and I hope you guys enjoy it, because it's something very different from me to watch this sort of this style of investigation, because I've never done one like it. So it hopefully it's a lot of fun for you guys as well, because I'm enjoying myself right now. See you in a bit.
So I'm Kelly Baker. I'm a helper with JDH Spooks Paranormal. That's the YouTube channel, and we're a smaller team. We're a relatively new team, and we like to go up and try and explain the unexplained. Try and find out if things are normal or paranormal, and make friends and family along the way. The Seance board, so the difference is a Seance board is a channel for any spirits that are relatively nearby or with a person. Ouija board is an open channel for absolutely anything to come through, and that's why they must be opened and closed properly and be cleansed. You don't need to worry about that with the Seance board. As long as you're grounded, which spiritually grounded, you have a white protective light you put around yourself. Nothing can harm you, nothing can attach to you from a Seance board. So the bells are witch bells, which are a form of protection. They don't let negative energy through, because the witches are obviously Wiccan, which is initially a positive thing. You know, you've got the story of witches with the big nose and the warts and the green skin, but originally witches were healers, they were helpers, and that's what the bells are there for. They notify if any negative energy wants to come through, and they expel it. When we do an event, I do a grounding spell with everybody for protection if they want to do it, and the way I do it, it's a form of almost meditation, using your mind's eye, and you think of a loved one that's passed, the first one, and they're the ones that give you protective light. I also make protective spell jars. So if we have got somebody who's worried about being attached, anything attaching to them, they have the protective spell jar, and also I will do a cleansing with them on the way out, so nothing leaves with them, and it all stays here.
So I'm in what you'd probably call your command.
Our hub.
Your hub.
Yeah.
So I'm with John in the hub, and we've got a CCTV system, something I've always wanted to bring to 30 East Drive. So could you just talk us through?
Yeah, certainly can. We have 6 CCTV cameras set up. We do have 8 available, but we sometimes think 8 is a bit over the top. So we usually tend to set 6 up. On the odd occasion we will put them all on. We have cameras here, one at the bottom of the staircase, looking up the stairs. We've one in the main bedroom, which was Jean and Joe's bedroom, parents' bedroom. One here covering the living room. One here covering Philip's room. And we also have one in the kitchen, covering everything as much as we can there. And as you can see, the camera at the top there is the one for Diane's bedroom, which is also looking out onto the landing and covering the 2 bedroom doors. That saves onto the hard drive in the router, and we can obviously refer back, we can rewind, check anything that we think we might have seen, or if we hear anything, or maybe a door closed, whatever it may be, we can go back and have a look. We can alter the times. If you look on the staircase here, we have a box here, which is a vibration sensor. We call it Jaws because it makes a noise just like the music from Jaws. We also have lights sensors that be activated when anything goes past them. We've also got cat balls located on the staircase on the right hand side.
Doll in the pram is
doll in the pram, which we had to move last night. Hopefully it will do it again tonight. In the main bedroom here, although you can't see it just under the table here, we have a REM pod, a loud REM pod, so that while we're downstairs, if it goes off, it's loud enough for us to hear from upstairs. Also in the living room here, we've just gone across, we also have light bulbs, cat balls set up in here. We've also got another REM pod on the fireplace there. Again, in Philip's room, we've got a couple of cat balls set up, and we also have a music box on the cupboard here, which is pointing towards the door. So anything that goes past that door should set it off. Same again in the room here. We only have a couple of cat balls set up in Diane's room, which are just in front of the door. And again in here we have a couple of cat balls set up. As you can see here in the middle of the room, as we mentioned earlier on, we've got the Seance board sat in the middle of the room there. Again, like Kelly was saying, the Seance board basically allows you to communicate with spirits that are inside the house or on the immediate land, which, unlike a Ouija board or a spirit board, calls spirits in, invites spirits in that aren't already here, which you don't want to be doing unless you know what you're doing.
We are doing, it's not a Ouija board, is it?
No, it's a seance board.
It's a seance board, because you're not allowed to do Ouija boards here. These guys have invited me out, and when I'm invited to investigations, I like to work with the teams as they investigate. These guys have got some fantastic things planned for tonight. I can't wait to get involved in it, and this is the first one.
Are we all in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Build up the energy.
Yeah, build it up. You need to keep your finger on. Okay.
Are we going as we are, or upside down?
It's totally up to you. I do it with my nail. It's up to you how you want to do it. Spirits of East Drive. If you're here with us, can you let us know? Could you move the board? Sorry, it's my nail scraping on it. Fred, you were here last night talking to us. Are you here today?
Come on, Fred.
You were playing nice with us last night, wasn't you, Fred? Do you still want to hurt someone on the table? Yes. Can you move the pointer to who you want to hurt, Fred?
You point the pointer at the person you want to do harm to, Fred.
Oh,
Not
that's
making a
new.
change. Yeah.
Sorry, Mark.
Oh dear.
Why do you want to hurt me, Fred? Is it me I've got by?
No, it's you.
It's you.
Pass the
Cheers.
goodbye.
Have I done something to upset you?
Oh, that's a yes. See, told you being stupid.
Is it because I was sleeping in here before? Oh, I don't know. Not moving, so.
Do you remember my name, Fred? You spell it out for me again. Freddie, you're going to stand to the side and let another spirit come through.
Somebody else come through and communicate with us, Fred, if you're not going to speak.
He's not letting them come through.
You did say that, didn't you?
Come on, Fred. You said you were going to do me harm last night, but I'm still here with you. And now you're threatening to harm Mark as well, who's sat to my right.
Is it because I was calling your names last night?
Oh, is that what that was about in bed?
Yeah.
I'm not going to ask. I haven't got any clue.
It was that sort of party.
Yeah.
I'm starting to get that impression.
It's moving. There too.
Goodbye, I bet.
I'm going to go by. He does this when he's had enough. Oh, no. Going back
Now he's
to-
pointing at you again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me.
I can't wait to check our footage back then. It looked like all of us took our fingers slipped at the same time, and that was going that way and our fingers all went that way.
Yeah. Emma, are you here with us?
Hold on. Can you spell out what I've done?
Oh, that's strong. It's a B.
V.
M.
N.
VN.
V-N.
He was doing this last night between W and M, wasn't he?
Yeah.
So he took it as possibly a William, didn't he?
Mm. Can you make more sense, Fred?
Come on, Fred, we're not here for you to mess about. If you're not going to give us a clear message, then move aside, let someone through who will.
He's messing about.
Z.
V-N, Z. That's
V and Z.
That makes no sense.
How many spirits are in the room with us? Could you use our energy to move the board for us? How many spirits are here?
I can't keep my hands on it.
Q. I'm not too sure this is Fred. If we ask you some questions,
Somebody messing about.
this here is yes. This says no. Are any of the children with us? Can you answer yes or no? Because the thing you've got to remember is dependent on what year it was, they might not have been able to spell.
Read.
Because if you remember Fred's victims, yes. Are there any adults here with us? Yeah, Fred's victims, he went for the uneducated ones, didn't he?
If there are any other adult spirits with us, can you move this off the yes and back again? If you are here. Just because it's that's on yes doesn't mean they are.
No. Something's playing.
Yeah.
How are you feeling?
Still a bit. Yeah, that's why I'm not on it.
Yes, no, yes.
No but yes but no but.
It's a Welsh ghost.
It's Dick Miller. Build it. Okay. There's more energy on the board now. If you are here, can you go to yes? Thank you.
Whoever's here, can you give us the initial of your first name, please? G.
Or is it pointing again?
Is that F or G?
All pointing at you.
That's not what we asked. We asked for the first letter, didn't we? Can you give us the second letter of your first name? Please?
That's being.
GT? I don't think so.
Genitalic.
If you can't spell, this is yes and this is no. Do you know how to spell your name?
In the circle here, can you put the first initial of your name? Or the first letter of your name, sorry. B. What's the second letter of your name?
Going off the board.
Explain.
Fred, is this you? Fred, you need to stop being funny now. I've come here to talk to you. We've left you alone today, haven't we? Is it because it's not dark, Fred? Because you like the darkness, don't you? Does it remind you of being down the well? Do you remember my name, Fred?
You.
He's going to tell me I'm ugly, isn't he? It's not nice, Fred. Yes.
Lovely.
Thanks.
Well, so you're that now, are you?
Yeah. That's not very nice, Fred. That's not what you called me yesterday.
What did you call Callie yesterday?
Here we go.
Okay.
It could have been the eye, and he's missed it.
No, that's someone playing around.
Yeah.
Fred, am I ugly because I'm not a little girl? Oh, here we go.
Aye.
Is it going to tea? There we go.
What did he call you yesterday?
Which?
Ah, you did tell me, didn't you?
That's exactly what he's
No, is you, Kelly?
Yeah.
Oops.
He takes it off when he's had
That
enough.
was
Come on, Fred, if you're going to communicate with us, communicate properly. You don't want to have to start getting mad with you.
Nope.
I don't like you.
I don't care whether he likes me or not.
Who do you intend to hurt, Fred?
Who are you hurting tonight?
Oh, it's your turn tonight.
It must be that chair.
Is that you that's been affecting Debbie, Fred?
That's why you said you didn't want to come on, isn't it?
Yeah.
How have you been making her feel? What have you been doing to her, Fred? You don't want to answer that one, do you?
We just
Yeah.
can't answer.
You've been making her aggressive, Fred, and that's not a good idea. I can assure you.
Oh, my hero.
That's just because he'll suffer in the long run.
Yeah. Yeah. Fred, you know what I think of you, don't you? You know what I really think of you, don't you, Fred? Don't like people that hurt little kids. No. Maybe he wants to communicate with me, eh? I rest my case. Come on then, Fred, bring it on. I'm ready for you. Don't like a woman to answer back to you, do you? There we go. Fred, I won't take any messing from you.
You can't kill an adult, Fred. You can only kill little girls, can't you? How many children did you kill, Fred? 5.
Can you make that more clear?
Oh.
That's off the board.
Right, sorry, just for the camera, you have Latin. You've got questions you've written down that I've seen.
Yep.
I've watched you put that into Google Translate to change to Latin.
Yep.
You're going to get your phone to speak out the Latin,
Yep.
and you have an EMF recorder on the unit there.
Yes.
Cool. Just so everything's nice and clear for us.
So, the first question we're going to ask is, are there any spirits of monks here?
Sorry, that recorder's going to pick me up moving, isn't it?
Yeah, it's alright.
Sunt nei caliqui monacorum spiritus.
Do you think that's long enough?
Sunt nei caliqui monacorum spiritus.
So the next question is, were you hanged on this land?
Yeah.
Tu sumus in ac terra suspensus.
On the first playback you're going to have there, it comes out of the phone.
Yep.
And as soon as the phone finished speaking, I heard an owl outside go, ooh! I wonder if that picks it up.
Probably does.
I'm just wondering, Kelly,
Yeah.
whether we can connect that speaker to your phone and make the questions louder.
Probably could, yeah.
Then it can be heard through more throughout the house. Do you want me to bring it on, see if it'll connect?
Yeah.
That's not saying it's something then.
Yeah, out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so when we tried it last night, I'll show you what we did.
Split that out. Go on, shout.
So they just squiggled for us last night. We thought it was the girls that were here last night. We did ask if it's the girls, can you make a line? And we got the line. Come on, just a sec. Yeah. And then before that, it was Fred, who we don't know what he was doing.
But that looks like an F.
Yeah. But where it goes there, what we say is when you finish, can you take it off the pad? So
that we know you've finished.
so we know you finished, and that's
there as well.
yeah. So it's the same on that one. What did we get from this one? We got a little
I
E.
was going to say, you've got an E there.
Yeah.
And is that an L there or a Z?
That looks like an L. That because we asked them what number is the house, and we got a 3. We said, can you tell us the name of the person you want to hurt? We spelled out J. And then we said, can you draw a line to the person you want to hurt? And it just drew, this is where we were sat on the table.
And at
Each
that
person.
point he said bollocks.
Yeah. Or an arse. We
Yeah.
wasn't quite sure about that one. But yeah, apart from that, it was the first time trying it, wasn't it?
Obviously I'm very sceptical of stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be disrespectful.
Uh-huh.
Can I put my hand on that just to see how it moves? Or
Yeah,
will
of
I-
course you can.
Yeah,
Of
yeah.
course you can.
Oh, so it's not easy.
No,
No.
Alright.
it's got wheels. Yeah, it's got ball bearings.
It's got 2 ball bearings and,
And
then...
that's the nib of
and
the
then-
pen.
That's an yeah.
Hmm.
It's a new thing, isn't it, we're doing?
You've only done it twice, I think.
But it's not, it's actually just saying then it's not something you can just swing around.
No, I when I put my finger on, I was like, if this just slides, then for me, it's nothing. But I wasn't expecting to have resistance on it, which cool.
Spirits of East Drive, Fred, we're here again. You like writing with us, don't you, Fred?
Ooh, what's that?
That was next door.
That was Carol.
Yeah, I felt it through the ass cheek.
Oh.
That wasn't me.
I hope not. I would say buy me chips first before the pizza.
Well, you're a cheap day.
I like pizza.
Okay.
Any spirits here at East Drive? You want to join us? Write something? Spell out something? Let us know you're here.
So I learned something new today, that one of the girls that was a victim of Fred was literate. That means you could write. Could you write something for us, please? Could you move the pen?
Use the energy around the table.
Okay.
Yeah, just bloody shoulder. Could you draw a picture for us if you can't write your name? Can you make a squiggle? Can you draw us a circle?
Just move it slowly. Or is it just me? You feel it move?
Yeah, it's bit by bit.
I'm putting it to my finger over it, so I can feel it moving.
It's just like there's a slide there, isn't it?
Mm. Try it with your finger over. Because we need to use our energy. Can you draw us a cross? Come on, Fred. We know you're here.
Okay, that's fine.
It's spinning.
That is so weird. Should we have a look at what's been drawn before we do any more?
Yeah. Oh, brilliant, John. Watch your eyes.
Just don't want to put bright lights in it, wasn't it?
So say there's a light there if you want to use it.
So I've got mine in my pocket, so.
Yes.
Just light.
Well, you've got potentially
Yeah.
an F
Yeah.
and a D.
Oh my God.
Food.
Hell with foot.
That could be, you know, couldn't it?
Or a Willy.
Yeah.
I'll go with that.
Maybe this is the effects of the stroke he had earlier on.
Yeah, I'm having one now.
He can now only write the first and last letter of a name.
Now, I am obviously very sceptical of this. I'm not going to lie to anyone.
Yeah, yeah.
But I couldn't see the ink on the paper.
Mm-hmm.
And for all of us to have our hands on there and have potentially an F
Mm-hmm.
and a D is pretty cool. Because you can't tell what that thing is and it's spinning
No.
when it's doing it. So
And then your fingers like that.
Isn't it strange though when it twists?
the feeling
Yeah,
of
but
it
you know, when
is...
you had your finger like that, it weren't doing anything. But as soon as you turn your finger round,
Yeah, no, it could be the idiomotor effect. We're all moving in and we just don't realise. I'm not being horrible to
No,
your
no,
beliefs
no,
or
no,
anything.
So when I do it,
But
I
the F and the D, that's...
yeah.
I won't expect to see anything that I could read on it. Because the other ones you showed me from yesterday,
Yeah.
I was like, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, right, say it before anyone else does, because that to me looks like an F and a D.
I couldn't have even picked that up myself then.
Yeah, you're upside down to it.
Yeah, well.
Yeah. It's
If you spin it, sorry, I
Yeah,
hate
yeah.
taking over people's stuff, but that way,
Yeah, yeah, I can see it now. Yeah. Weird.
the spinning and not being able to see, what I'm saying is, it could be an F, it could be a D,
Mhm.
Yeah.
but
It could
we
be
or nobody did that on purpose
No.
because you can't see when the thing's spinning,
Yeah.
and you can't see the ink on the paper, so
And it's just a weird sensation.
That's why it's best doing it in the dark,
yeah.
because it takes away that aspect of somebody
Mm.
spelling out a perfect F and
Fred, if you are here, you may remember me from last time. I didn't have a dead spider sat in my head. But I called you a lot of really horrible names. I called you powerless. I told you you didn't exist. Does that anger you?
it's moving.
oh,
Hello?
Off thing.
Yeah, it's come off.
Just like slide it on slightly, that's it. I think that beat him off a bit.
yeah.
How does it make you feel that all of these people come here to speak to you and I've called you a coward? How does it make you feel that I don't believe in you?
Fred, are you still with us?
Well, instead of Fred, shall we ask if Jean or Joe are here?
Yeah.
Just for a change?
Yeah, because everyone seems to ask for Fred.
Yeah. No, Jean likes to come back, doesn't she? She's very proud of her house.
But Jean's usually like 4 o'clock in the morning, isn't she?
Joe doesn't really move out the bathroom, does he?
What do we in there?
What about the kiddies?
Yeah.
Emily, are you here with us? Do you want to come and play? Can you draw us a pretty picture like you did yesterday?
Or if you know how to spell your name, can you give us the first letter of your name?
It's not me, isn't it?
No.
That's me moving my camera.
Fred, can you let somebody else come through?
How was Fred killed?
He was hung.
Ah! Oh, yeah.
Oh my god.
I don't believe that that's what that is for a single second, but could you see how somebody could
Yeah.
see that
Yeah.
random
Yeah.
squiggle?
Yeah.
No, I don't believe in this to
Yeah.
a massive degree.
No.
But I've stood over there, he flashed the torch a bit quick, I was like, that looks like a noose. And normally I'd keep something like that myself, but I'm like, well, no, why should I?
It just looks
So
like a
I'm all
squiggle.
in for the night, that could be a noose. I don't think it is, but it could be.
And out of the 6 of us in here, he's the one that comes up with it.
Yeah. So if you're going to do a noose, Fred, do it for the man with the dead silence. Just saying. Just saying.
That just looks like squiggles to me, really. I
Yeah,
can see what you saying.
yeah, it's almost like another form of pareidolia.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying for a single second Fred's coming here and through the power of you guys moved that and drawn
A noose.
a noose.
Yeah.
But how many other people would come in,
And
look at
see,
that
yeah.
and go, oh my god, it's a noose, and the whole room erupting, look at
Yeah.
what we've captured.
Dude.
Yeah. Oh god.
Demon.
Not even
Yeah.
bro dudes, there's some older women
I bet.
that would have, Yvette Fielding and them lot, yeah, they would have kicked right off of that. Look at this
Love it.
definitive proof of a noose.
Yeah.
You'd have had Fred out doing his chants. In his
Derek
book.
Court.
Good old Fred back.
Or Fred Batt and his
Yeah.
Cuban
Sam,
heels.
Sam, you just drawn on you, Sam.
Sam's hit hard times.
Chasing that poor
Sam
lad,
lives in my studio now with Derek.
chasing that poor lad with bigot up and down corridors.
So this, yes, is which way and no is what
we're
way?
going to find that out now.
All right.
We'll ask them to push Sharon which way for yes and which way for no. We'll just
All right.
confirm it.
Just make sure she definitely can't hear us. Can you, Shazbat? No, so not.
Okay, is there any spirits here now with us? Can you push Sharon in the direction for the answer to yes?
Can
And
you,
just to confirm, the answer for no? Right, okay, there you go.
okay.
Alright, so it's any spirits of any children here? That's a yes.
There's a spirit of Emily here with us. Are you here, Emily?
Yeah.
Emma, are you here as well? Yeah. Are there any spirits of any other children here with us? We don't know.
I'm swaying with all that.
No.
Right, hang on, she's really pushing back in there. You don't get a proper reading like that, just like to stop it. Right, here we go. This should be better.
Well, thanks, I love you
No,
too.
I don't mean it like that, it's just he's normally really hard to
John,
Yeah, normally
John,
I'm
can you hear me?
okay, but
John, can you hear me?
Right, no nuts.
Are you a Burnley fan?
He's definitely can't hear you.
So I don't know nothing about football, but I take it he's not.
No, he's
No.
not. Believe you me, he's not. Oh. Okay, so any spirits here at 30 East Drive with us tonight? Could you possibly push John in the direction for the answer to yes? Is that towards me?
I think if you just get a little bit quieter,
Yeah.
then there's less chance of me hearing you.
Has anybody just opened the door?
No, why?
No.
I just felt a breeze go right across my face.
That's because you waved.
No, before that.
Did you? Oh, never mind. I'm just misremembering. I thought he waved to get your attention, but it was John. Never mind.
Did you wait to get my
About 20 seconds before I took the headphones off,
I couldn't
there was a
bloody remember
strong
it.
breeze from this side here come right across my face, like a wind
Okay,
breeze. That's why I just wonder whether somebody
Put
had
it back
maybe
on.
opened that door.
put them back on. There you go, dickhead.
Yeah, that door can't open it. Knock the camera over it.
I bought you a season ticket for Burnley.
You can't do that to him from behind, Jesus. Right, you definitely can't hear because he'd have looked.
Yeah. Right, okay. Should we try that again then? Spirits of 30 East Drive. We're going to ask you yes and no questions. We need to know the direction for the answer to yes. Okay. And just to confirm the answer, the wait for the answer to no. Okay, right.
Does Carol clean? I'm not being horrible. I'm just thinking if you just throw some random.
Apparently she does.
Is this chair original to the house? Is it? I don't think it is
No.
it?
It's not.
No, it's not at all. If the carpet isn't.
It's all sourced from local second-hand shops. Do you like us leaving the kettle on? No. Do you like the kettle being full of water?
Has a spirit ever actually thrown a knife in this house? Do it again, but really quiet.
Do you like groups coming in? No.
What about if you got up, ask the yes or no question in there, with the door shut, and then see what response
Yeah.
or something that obviously we would know the answer to.
Yeah.
Something just completely random, but just you see where I'm coming from.
Yeah. So do you want me to make it loud enough for you guys to hear me?
No.
Or?
No.
Right. Cool. Was the movie When the Lights Went Out filmed in this house?
Do you know what I'm hearing?
Has Fred ever been captured on camera at this house?
I can move open the door and tell them to come in and go flat. He didn't move.
He didn't move.
No.
No.
Do you want to try, Mark?
Yeah, I'll have a go.
So before you try that, can I just try the headphones?
Yeah,
just
yeah.
so I can see what.
Yeah, try it by all means. Try it from the blindfold.
I just want to see, like,
Can you hear anything? I'm going to rub all your stuff.
Can you hear what we're saying to you?
I'm rubbing all your cameras now. I'm kicking the nuts.
I can hear mumbles,
You can't tell.
very, like, muffled. You can't make out what's being said at all.
Right.
You can tell when somebody's talking,
Yeah.
but you can't tell what they're saying.
Right.
It's like a...
Right, okay.
Plus you've got, I don't know where you've got your own heartbeat in your ears as well.
Yeah, that's what I could hear.
And you can't.
Bump, bump.
I can tell when you're talking,
Yeah.
but I can't tell what you're saying. It's just like a...
Oh, right.
And you can't tell who's talking. I can't distinguish between voices, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I could tell the difference in your voices through pitch. Obviously, our hearing's going to be different. No disrespect because of age.
Yeah.
Maybe another way for you guys to try that in the future is to put a spirit box on low volume under it. So you've got like the, or even
That's what I used to do.
We used
Yeah.
to do that,
Yeah.
just something to, so you can't distinguish pitch or when somebody's talking.
Yeah.
Because even though you may not know you're doing it, when you hear that mumble, if you turn your head slightly when you can't see or hear anything, and because you can't hear or see, you may be tempted to twist just a little to try and pick up direction,
Yeah.
and that's going to throw your balance
you
off
can
because
do,
you can't
yeah.
see.
You can do, because you're trying to strain to hear what's going on. You know, when I've had problems with my hearing, and I've done that, when somebody's been speaking, you automatically turn to see if you can hear it better. And it does affect your balance, so yeah, I get where you're coming from
Yeah.
there.
I think that's what we actually used to do. I'd put the...
Because we had the earphones that plugged in
Yeah,
to the spirit box, didn't
Yeah,
we?
you used to the small spirit box with
Yeah.
the headphones,
Yeah.
small headphones.
Mm.
You used to have that underneath the earphones.
Yeah, it's just
It's
an
just a
idea
bit.
because
Mm.
obviously I'm not saying that what you're saying you couldn't tell which one, because our hearing is going to be very different. My hearing's shot, right, with tinnitus and stuff from music, but I could tell the tones, but I couldn't
I could
make
tell.
out a word
I could tell when you were talking,
because I'm bassier
because
than.
it's a lot lower tone for
Yeah.
these two, but I couldn't tell what you were saying.
Hi guys, so I come up to Philip's room. It's about 1:30 AM. So we've done loads of experiments. It's been a lot of fun. I'm going to do a bit of a solo vigil in Philip's room. I've got no gadgets or gizmos with me. Everyone else is in the living room downstairs. They've got CCTV to show where they all are. So I'm just going to chill out, get comfortable so I don't make any noise, and see if we can get anything, because apart from the experiments that are past time, it's been very, very quiet. So my name's Dale. It's my third time here. And so far, I still don't think I've encountered the Black Monk of Pontefract. I don't think I've encountered a spirit here. So Fred, or any of the reported ghosts at 30 East Drive, could you make some noise in this room for me, please? Because we haven't heard anything all night. Now we can hear the guys downstairs. I'm not expecting anyone to go silent for me. So we'll just discount the talking from downstairs. So if there is a spirit present with me now, can you make a substantial noise for me, please? Something loud to distinguish yourself. Friends of mine have been in this room. One of them seemingly getting his chest pushed on this bed. Another friend of mine got growled at just by that door. Marbles have been thrown. Things have been thrown down the stairs. Could you do any of those things for me, please? Come on, because the usual little taps and knocks are not going to be enough for me. No gizmos, no gadgets, no tricks. Just me asking what is reportedly something evil to show me what you can do. Because I don't think you can do anything. Fred, do you not show yourself to me because I'm not a little girl? Is that what your problem is? Can you only scare children and women? You're not scary enough to front up to a man? Come on, Fred. Surely something evil can just one thing. One thing to shut me up. Some almighty crash or throw something in this house. Unsupervised.
Yeah. Bossy.
How wrong could this go?
I mean, it could burst into flames and throw shit at us, but at least it'll be cool.
Yep.
I'm gonna power it up, so
Yeah.
6 times clockwise. Spirits, if there are any spirits here with us, can you please answer yes? Let us know you're here.
This is yes and this is no, just in case you can't read.
Let me take my finger off. If there are any spirits here with us, please move this little board that we have our fingers on. Let us know you're here. If you are here, can you answer yes? Which is this one here.
Use our energy. Use our energy.
So I'd been recording for 10 hours when we ended the Seance board session with nothing happening. My batteries were low, my IR light had died. I recorded an outro to the video, but for some reason it didn't save. I think my battery may have died after recording it, which means that file was lost. But nothing happened. But the next morning, I was shown footage from the CCTV of the pram seemingly being pushed down the stairs before I arrived. And what's really cool to me about this pram movement is it's covered by two angles. There's a camera in Philip's room that looks out across the landing, and there's CCTV downstairs looking up the stairs at the pram. And the reason the pram stopped where it did is there's an L bracket, or there's L brackets all the way down the banister, and the handle got caught in that L bracket. I checked the DVR, I checked the footage, And the DVR, I've got the same one under there, except mine is white. You can't add any programs to it, you can't put any editing on it, and you can't save anything to there. It literally just takes in the information from the CCTV. So this wasn't meddled with. There was no editing. I rewound this DVR back. In fact, at the beginning of the video, when I asked John, could I have a look at the DVR? And he says, oh, we don't have one. We have this recorder. I'm like, a digital video recorder, DVR, that's what that is. I had a look. There's just no way that they were able to mess with it. With the greatest of respect to them, they knew how to rewind and fast forward, but other than that, the knowledge of that CCTV system was quite basic, which is a good thing because in my mind, I'm happy that there was no trickery or tomfoolery going on there. There was no wire removal tools used or, you know, somebody hiding upstairs, giving the pram a little slap. It's covered by both angles, no editing. Also, whilst these guys have a more open belief system than I do, I don't think anything that was going on here was anyone actively faking anything or pushing planchette. I do believe the ideomotor effect comes into play. There's a little bit of movement from your hands and then your brain is engaging with letters. And while the room was a little bit lighter because we'd started sort of quite early on in the evening, the board letters were making more sense. But once it got dark and only I could see through my night vision, the letters just started to get more and more random. But in my opinion, these guys weren't pushing the planchette on purpose. The automatic writing, there was a section there where I asked a personal question, and I haven't included in the video because I set up a loaded question, a question that these guys would not have known the answer to, a question that only my wife, my parents, and my very, very close friends would have known. And a letter related to that was drawn onto the paper with this automatic writing, and it completely blew my mind a bit. But I'm still thinking it's pareidolia. But I wasn't touching the planchette with the pen inside of it. And there's no way on this earth did anyone on this team know the answer to this question. I asked for a specific letter for a specific question, and the right letter came out. I'm not saying Fred for a single second walked into that room, took hold of that planchette, and gave a correct answer. But it was still a really cool experience. And speaking of really cool experiences, it was a very, very quiet night. Nothing happened, really. If I had spent those 10 hours investigating and recording, just calling out as I usually do, hoping for a REM pod, hoping for an EMF, I would quite honestly have been bored out of my skull. There was no feeling or anything in 30 East Drive on this visit. It is the flattest it's ever felt for me. However, the team that I was working with, they're a small, very small events company. They try to hire places out and they half the numbers of what you're allowed to take to give a more personal experience. And the conversation I had with them the next day was, I would absolutely love to do it again with them because it was so quiet. The night went really fast from the seance boards, the automatic writing, the human pendulum and stuff. And I haven't included everything in this video, but we had conversations about what I didn't believe and how, you know, the ideomotor effect can come into play. And, you know, we went into a deep discussion about taking the aerial out of a spirit box, putting the earbuds in, then putting the earphones over the top for the human pendulum thing, just trying to give these guys more ideas for their events. Now, as a paranormal investigation, there was no evidence for me except for the CCTV footage that you're about to see. To go on an events company, and I used to go on event company things years ago, and I hated them. Absolutely hated them. They were just too over the top. Everyone's running about screaming. Everything was a ghost. Everything was a, you know, paranormal. These guys weren't like that. They were open to my suggestions, open to my sort of thought process on what wasn't working, and they were quite happy to take my advice on things. But they made this night fun. What was essentially one of the flattest nights I've had in 30 East Drive, they made it fun. And if you want to go to an event with people that are welcoming, warm, and are going to give you an experience, I'm not saying that experience is scientific or investigation, but it is a lot of fun and it gets you more involved. And it made a nice change for me. Instead of relying on REM pods, EMFs, and, you know, all the rest of it, I did all the stuff I said I wouldn't do on investigations and just opened my mind a bit, and it made the night far more fun. So go check out JDH Paranormal. They're on YouTube, but, you know, they don't release content for views. It's just a way for them to store it. But go and check them out and then maybe look at their events and potentially go along to one and have a bit of fun with it, because genuinely they're very nice people. They're very funny people, and I enjoyed this immensely. But this CCTV footage has blown my mind just a bit, because that pram was on the stairs the entire time I was there. I asked for it to be pushed and nothing. We were running up and down the stairs, walking up and down the stairs, banging and, you know, moving around the place as you would. And that thing hadn't budged. There was traffic and all sorts. It didn't move. And it moved before I got there. It's caught on camera. And from what I'm told, it moved again on the third or fourth night. I think they were there for 4 nights. So that is going to be on their channel. Go and check it out because you can match up the time codes and everything. And please take my word for it. They haven't edited anything. There's no wire pulling or anything like that. I mean, all of the kit was out on display for me all night. I was allowed to check in the kit bags. I was allowed to check the CCTV. I had free access to everything of theirs. And they were very kind. They bought gifts for myself and Mrs. Geek. They even got me one of their crew t-shirts with the Ouija board on the front of it and a name badge for their events, as if I was one of them for the night. And I just appreciate those little touches. But yeah, check out this footage and let me know what you think in the comment section down below.